7-9 is about comparing fractions. The objective is to provide practice ordering sets of fractions. In your math journal on page 205 is where you're going to be doing this with me. So the math message: eating fractions. Quinn, Nancy, Diego, Paula, and Kiana were given 4 chocolate bars to share. All 4 bars were the same size. Quinn and Nancy shared a chocolate bar. Quinn ate 1/4 of the bar and Nancy ate 2/4. So who ate more? Correct. Nancy ate more. How much of the bar was left? Well, if Quinn ate 1/4 and Nancy ate 2/4, that's a total of 3/4. So 1/4 of the bar was left to be eaten yet by someone else. Problem 2. Diego, Paula, and Kiana each ate part of the other chocolate bars. Diego ate 2/3 of a bar, Paula ate 2/5 of a bar, and Kiana ate 5/6 of a bar. So who ate more? Diego or Paula? And how do you know? Answer this question or questions before you go on. Well, let's take a look at that. If Diego's chocolate bar were divided into 3 equal pieces and Paula's into 5 equal pieces, Diego's pieces would have been larger than Paula's pieces. There would be more chocolate in 2 of Diego's pieces than in 2 of Paula's pieces. So Diego ate more chocolate than Paula did. Diego ate more than half a bar. 2/3 is more than half. Paula ate less than half a bar because 2/5 is less than half. So Diego ate more. I'm hoping you're realizing when you're seeing that 2/3 is more, that one way to think of a half would be 1.5 would be half of 3. So that's how you know 2/3 is more than half. And when looking at Paula and how much she ate, 2.5 is actually half of 5. So 2/5 is less than half. If Diego's chocolate bar were divided into 6 equal pieces, he would have eaten 4 of the pieces because 4/6 is equivalent to 2/3. So let's take a look at that real quick so I know you understand that. If you notice in Diego's, if it was divided into 3 sections, this would be one, this would be another one, and this would be the third one. But this time they decided to divide it into 6 sections. So all they did was evenly divide each section into 2 pieces apiece. So now instead of 3 fatter sections, you actually have 6 thinner ones. That's why they're equivalent. They're the same size and the same amount is being eaten. Now, Kiana has only 1/6 of her bar left, but Diego has 1/3 left. Because a 6 is less than 1/3, Kiana has less left over. So she must have eaten more. So again, you're taking a look at how much is left over for Kiana. This little bit right here that I'm showing a line with in black. And Diego had 1/3 left. So you can see he almost has twice as much left. Determine who ate more chocolate, Diego or Nancy. Try to give your reasoning. And then when you come up to my table, discuss how you know that Diego ate more. In this lesson, you will use your fraction cards, activity sheets 5 and 6, as a tool to help you compare and order fractions. So what I need you to do is go to the back of your math journal, look at the fraction cards, rip them out slowly and carefully, and then cut them on the lines that are provided. Please make sure you initial them. Again, they're in the back of your math journal student book. I want you to take out all those fraction cards once you have that completed. And I want you to put the cards with the 1 in the numerator. Hopefully you remember, the numerator is your top number. And turn them fraction side up. Then I want you to line up the cards from smallest to largest at the right. You can check your cards by turning them over. What pattern are you noticing? I'm hoping that you notice that as the denominator gets larger, the fraction gets smaller. What is the reason for this pattern? As the denominator gets larger, the pieces get smaller because the whole is being divided into more pieces. Ding, 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 ding. You are correct. So, again with your fraction cards, I want you to find the cards that have the number 10 as a denominator. The denominator is the number down on the bottom. Down starts with D, and denominator starts with D. Turn the cards fraction side up and arrange them in a row from smallest to largest. What pattern do you see now? Correct. The larger the numerator is, the bigger the fraction is. What is the reason for this pattern? Correct again. All the pieces are the same size. So many pieces make a bigger fraction. So now take out the cards 1/4, 2/4, 2/3, 2/5, and 6/8 and turn them fraction side up. Line up these cards from smallest to largest fractions. A pretty good way to figure out where you should lay them is to make sure that you place the 2/4 card in front of yourself. Name one of the other cards, the 4th, the 2/3, the 2/5, or the 6/8. And ask yourself whether the fraction is more or less than 2/4 and how you know. Hopefully you're recognizing that 2 is half of 4, so 2/4 equals half. Now, place that card in the correct position. To the right or left of the 2/4 card, you need to indicate if it is smaller or larger than that 2/4 card. So name the rest of the cards one by one. Place the cards in order while you discuss, and just be thinking through your head your justification or your reason for each card's placement. Once you have the fraction cards 1/2, 2/10, 2/6, 2/3, and 3/4, you should begin with the cards fraction side up and then check how you ordered them by turning the cards over. Now on the bottom of your math journal, page 205, it's telling you that you can turn the cards over to check your work and put all the fraction cards that you have that are less than half on the rectangle that say less than half, and all your fraction cards that are equal to half in the middle box, and all your fraction cards greater than half. Again, you can check them quickly and easily by just flipping them over to make sure you put them in the right spot. You need to choose 5 fraction or mixed numbers and write them in order from smallest to largest. You may make them up, just make sure smallest is first. And then what fraction is larger? 2/5 or 2 out of 5, or 2/7, 2 out of 7. If you struggle with not knowing for sure what you should be putting, go back and look at some of the ones that we've already previously done and explained. One other neat little trick is renaming fractions as decimals with a calculator. So on your journal, page 203, I'm going to show you, and I want you to work out some fraction problems with your calculator. So to figure out the decimal equivalent of the fraction 1/4, you need to punch the following into your calculator. 1 divided by 4 equals, and your answer should read 0.25 or 25 hundredths, which also may be written as 25%. So if you get 1/4 of a candy bar, you are getting 25 hundredths of it, or 25%. Again, try this one in your calculator. 1 divided by 3 equals. Your answer should read 0.333333. Now, you might have more 3's than I have written down here, and that is okay. That also may be written as 33 1/3%. Go ahead and do Math Box 7-9. Remember that if you struggle, all you need to do is go into your SRB to the page that's showing you that may be able to help you. And if you still struggle, step back and ask me and I'll be glad to help you. And the final thing for this is do your study link for 7-9, compare and order fractions. This should be really simple for you now. I think you're going to understand it and actually begin to really enjoy doing them. When you're finished with this, please turn it in to me and go ahead and go on to your next lesson. Thank you.